Well, if you're just joining us, welcome to Championship Stadium here in Irvine, California. A beautiful evening here on this Wednesday night. Coming up match is the LA Force versus Cal United Strikers. Cal United Strikers, this is their home pitch. And the LA Force welcomed to be the home team. So thank you to the Cal United Strikers organization for hosting the LA Force in a home matchup here in the beautiful city of Irvine, California. NISA, established in 2017, the National Independent Soccer Association, comprised of the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. And here in a Western Conference matchup, you have your LA Force versus the Cal United Strikers FC right here. It's just really a backyard brawl between these two teams. Not a lot of love lost between both of them, hence the last time here in the Cup where Cal United Strikers defeated the favored LA Force. It was a big-time game here at Championship Stadium and a big upset. Gustavo Villalobos led off the scoring on that one, who was a former LA Force player. And boy, did it get things going here in the stadium, and it was just a battle against both teams. A great goal then was scored later on in that match by Michael Bryant, who is again starting today. So it'll be a great matchup here in the Eastern Conference as Cal United Strikers play guest in their home field against the LA Force. And then in the Eastern Conference, you have the Michigan Stars, top team, and you have the Chattanooga FC. You have the New York Cosmos. Boy, what a history with that club. Back in the days, of those of you that are listening, remember the likes of the great and one and only Pele, club that he came to play with shortly after his time in South America as the Brazilian comes and brings great soccer to New York. And then the Detroit City FC and then New Amsterdam FC. So what we're looking at here is you got Oakland Roots SC, a great organization, a great club that is leading the top of the table right now with 2 wins. 2 games played, 1 win and 1 draw. That draw came against Cal United just this past week, 1-1. And then sitting in second place in your Western Conference is the Cal United Strikers, and then sitting at the basement. And if you look at it positively, then you're in the top 3. But there's only 3 teams in the Western Conference, so we'll take it, is your LA Force with only 1 game played and that 1 loss. And that loss was to Oakland Roots by a score of 2-0. And if you know anything about the game of soccer, the beautiful game, you can outshoot your team with shots on goal, but all it takes is putting it in the back of the net, and that's what the Roots did last Sunday as they defeated the LA Force 2-0, only with 2 shots. We don't like to repeat that, but again, it's quality finishes and taking advantage of the opportunities. So hopefully the LA Force will take an opportunity today as they play host to Cal United Strikers. Your starting lineups before the teams enter the field. Starting in goal for the LA Force is Hugo Gomez. Starting in the back, number 19, was Quentin Carey. Starting in the back for the Force, number 12, Greg Salazar. He's out of Long Beach, out of the LBC, and a great player and a great left foot. Starting it back is number 13, Abraham Torres Nino out of Mexico. And the Argentine in the back, the tall one, number 2, Jonathan Viaje. And then in the midfield, exciting player, number 30, midfielder Payo Cardozo, Uruguayan player, wonderful player, a lot of skill. Hope to see some excitement from here. And then holding in that central middle position will be number 7, Angel España out of L.A. And then out of Newark, California will be number 20, our midfielder, Jonathan Partida. He plays on the outside flank, and boy, the kid's got some skill and some speed. And then we're looking back for the veteran here, Sergio Oliveira, number 28 in the midfield. We're looking at him to hold the counter. He was not playing against the Roots last week, so we're hoping he can bring some leadership in that central midfield position. And then up top, you have number 10, Christian Gordillo Marino, former professional Mexican player, a really good quality player, great up top, exciting, sees the field quite beautifully. So just kind of watch him when he's on the ball and see the things that he has to offer to the LA Force. And then the exciting youngster, Danny Trejo. Let me tell you, young people, that if you're watching this game, you want to watch a kid really have an impact. This Danny Trejo really has done a great job for the Force. Still a lot to learn from him, a lot of abilities left on the field that he had when he's out there. He has a great soccer IQ, but still much to learn for the young man. But boy, can he bring some great soccer to the pitch. And then for the visiting Cal United, and a very experienced squad under a great organization. Starting in goal, wearing the 0, wearing the Cheerio donut, is Steven Barrera. And starting in the back, number 32, Aiden Bowers. In the back, also number 13, a great player, Michael Bryant. Michael Bryant can really be a thorn in team side, really gets in other players' heads, but very skillful as well. In the back, number 5, Xavier Fuerte. In the back, number 33, Kevin Garcia Lopez. In the midfield, number 23, Shinya Cadano. In the midfield, number 19, Shane Camarel. In the defense, number 24, Chris Clute. In the midfield, number 29, Tony Lopez. And then also in the midfield, number 16, a really experienced player, Christian Thurgon. And completing the lineup for the Cal United Strikers is number 11, Abraham Villon. Abraham's done a nice job, as well as Christian Gion. Just great players. Players now outside of the locker room area. All the players have been tested. Everybody has been tested negative. There's a lot of friendships that are between these two sides, but boy, when they step on the pitch, everything is put to the side. So we're looking for some great stuff. If you're looking for information behind the scenes, I really encourage you to go at NISA Nation, behind the scenes stories and interviews from one of the top organizations for professional soccer here. The third division of professional soccer in the United States is NISA, the National Independent Soccer Association. And a great news, though, for the Oakland Roots. It's great for them, but unfortunate for the league. Oakland Roots, starting in the 2021 season, will be heading off to the USL Championship Division. That's the United States second division for pro soccer, and they'll be heading over to USL Championship Division. So there's great soccer here in the United States, great soccer here brought to you from the Independent Soccer Organization, the National Independent Soccer, established in 2017. Players are in the locker room area getting themselves ready to go, and walkouts should be short. So stay tuned with us for some great soccer here on NISA Nation. Just to keep you up to speed on what's been happening in the Eastern Conference, you have the Michigan Stars. Boy, they're a solid side. They've been undefeated with 4 games played, 2 wins, 2 draws, 6 goals for, 2 against. So obviously they are a powerhouse. Chattanooga FC sitting in the rankings at number 2 with 2 wins and a loss. New York Cosmos, I'm pushing for them over there, not because my son's in New York going to school, but also just been a New York Cosmo fan since I was a kid. They're sitting at 1-2-1 and 5 goals for. 5 goals for and 4 against. And Detroit City sitting in that 4th place, so they're off the podium, but they're fighting hard with a win and a loss, 3 goals for and 2 against. And then New Amsterdam still trying to find their way in this league, trying to make some things happen. They got a beautiful new facility out there in the New Amsterdam area, but they are 0-3. So we're looking for some great soccer here. Your center referee for today will be Mr. William Randy Hoffman, an experienced referee. Our second referee and assistant referee number 1 is Lauren Barnett. And our assistant referee number 2 is Gustavo Barrientos. And our 4th official, Salvador Reyes. All right, if you're sitting at home, it's okay to stand up, clap your hands, stomp your feet. It is a ghost ghost crowd here that we have here in the stadium today. But thank you for welcoming us into your living rooms, welcoming them on your laptops in your office when you should be working, but you're really watching this game. Welcome to our young kids that are sitting at home, hoping they can learn some great things by our young players. Make sure if you're a young one watching the game, you watch the player that plays in your position, watch the things that they do correctly and incorrectly so you can learn the next level. And there are our lineups. There are the starting 11 for each side. The LA Force wearing the white tops. The Cal United Strikers wearing the black. Once again, your center referee, Mr. William Randy Hoffman. Assistant referee number 1, Lauren Barnett, a.k.a. known as Bubba, an experienced referee. And assistant referee number 2, Gustavo Barrientos, our 4th official, Salvador Reyes. So we're really looking for your LA Force. You're really looking for some leadership. Well, they really lacked that the last games, just some ownership of the ball. That fell apart for them against the Roots, but the very experienced side for the players for the LA Force. A lot of quality young people out there on the pitch today wearing the white, looking to do some amazing things as they're on the ball. Good side coming in here for Cal United Strikers, but hopefully the emotion between these two sides did not get the best of them. The emotion only goes so far, but it's just that ability to keep to your technical skill on the pitch, know the tactical plan that your coach is bringing forth to the game and trusting in that, and then putting it on the pitch for those 90 minutes. Coin has been telling us referees giving their fist pumps, COVID-19 pumps, and hopefully no one comes out in any type of coma in the sense of their COVIDness, that they're out there playing fit, they're playing strong, and they're ready to go. So teams coming together for the Cal United, getting their picture taken, LA Force coming together as a little circle huddle, bringing themselves together before the match. Once again, I was, as a reminder, at NISA Nation. Be sure to get behind-the-scenes stories and interviews at NISA Nation. If you're just joining us, welcome to NISA 2017. This is NISA Soccer coming to you live out of Championship Stadium here in Irvine, California. We have 2 great matchups here. You have the Cal United Strikers playing guest in their home field to the LA Force. Kickoff time shortly right here at 7 p.m. Your coaching staff for the visiting Cal United Strikers is Mr. Don Ebert, and the head coach in his inaugural season here for the LA Force is Patrick Tenario. Mr. Randy Hoffman ready to blow that whistle to get kickoff here. Wearing that number 8. If you're a striker, be watching him. Danny Trejo up top with the very gifted and experienced. Wearing the number 10, Christian Gordillo Marino for the LA Force. Cal United Strikers electing to go the 4-3-3. Michael Bryant kind of leading that charge in the number 6 position. Good role for him as a leader and an experienced player. Wearing number 13 for Cal United is Michael Bryant. An unfortunate little blunder right there, and not the start of the pace of the game that the Force really definitely needed coming off of last week's loss. Villan on the ball. You're going to see much going through their number 11, holding in that defensive center mid position. There's Bryant on the ball, number 5 on the. That's Fuerte. Fuerte the Thurberg. A little heavy. Too much Wheaties on that one for Camaro. A little ambitious, hoping for somebody on the back door and nobody there. Michael Bryant on the ball currently right now. Backside run. He's getting on his bike is number 33. That's Garcia. Garcia able on the win. Knocking it back to Villan. Villan seeing that back door. Backside run. First real attempt there. Come by the strikers. Not a bad build-up for Cal United. Really key for the Force today is going to be staying organized in the back. got some new people in playing in their center backs, right and left back position with Torres Nino and with Jonathan Baya. Both teams obviously still trying to see tactically where each ones are going to sit. But it looks like Cal United definitely trying to pursue. Hard foul there. Going to the force. Here comes the middle school lecture to the LA Force player, number 19, Quinton Carey. No card issued, just the conversation, but I guarantee you a next tackle like that from one of the Force players will probably quickly be issued a caution. Game underway. Villalone on the ball. Shane Camero on it. Villalone back to the outside to Lopez. Throwing coming up here early in the match, where Cal United quite heavily already in 3 minutes in have made the statement that we're here to play. You're on our home turf. We're trying to make something happen, and Force really need to get some possession-oriented soccer going and get their rhythm. When the LA Force get their rhythm, and if you haven't watched them play, they are a completely dangerous team across the board. And we're hoping that we can see some of that this evening for all those of you that are watching at home. Nicely played ball on the backside there by Michael Bryant. Cal United Strikers really has kind of put in the heels to the LA Force, really putting them under pressure early. It's really key right now to find the likings, to get a momentum and a pace for the Force, and finding the likes of number 28 holding in their number 6 position, Sergio Oliveira, for the Force. They really need to find him to set the tempo of this game, but the way Cal United has come out, they're not going to look like they give too many opportunities, but it's definitely early. But you definitely want to set the tone quick in a match like this where emotions can get the best. You get the quick early goal if you can. There's Sergio Oliveira on the ball. That foul issued to number 10, Mourinho. Foul issued to the LA Force against number 13, Michael Bryant. Villalone on the ball. Villalone was one of the other key players in the championship matches when Cal United defeated the Force. Experienced player in the midfield. Hopefully we can get out of his rhythm. But already he's looking to put some demand on the ball and set the tone early. Nice job here by the Force, staying organized defensively. Hugo Gomez on it, looking for that 1v1 for Moreno. There we go, put him under. There's Portillo. Corner, that should be, and there it is. Good thing I got my new glasses on. I got the transition lenses, so that really helps, especially when I want it to go in our favor. And there it is. Wasteful, wasteful. But we'll take the foul. Or do I need to be unbiased? Either way, you definitely want to get a good corner off in a situation like that. The team's been putting you on, you've been on your heels, you've been down, you can't lose possession, you have a great opportunity. 70% of goals come from dead ball situations. Here you have a wonderful opportunity for a corner. You've got quality guys that can put the ball in the box, and then you lose possession there. Not the best decision. That's just having great soccer IQ of recognizing the situation, put a good ball in the box. So hopefully right here we can do that. On it is number 20, Jonathan Partida. Partida with a left foot, which is obviously going to be more dangerous for the keeper. Really wondering that's going to be for Barrera. Should I stay on my line or should I come out to the 6 a little bit with an in-swinging ball? Partida on the ball, dangerously played in. And nobody wearing the 6'5" boots. At least go up and contest with the keeper. At least force it and make it difficult for him, but no one elects not to. Ball quickly played out to number 13, Bryant. Christian Thurgum on the run. He just got barbecued right there. Good defensive stance by number 13, Gregory Salazar. Correction, Salazar is wearing number 12. Michael Bryant on the ball. Weak side ball, deeply played and nicely played. LA Force doing a nice job staying organized. Really something that we needed last week, but hey, way to respond back. LA Force doing a nice job staying organized. You can hear the players calling each other out, helping each other out. Good piece of organization right there. Now that they can just connect a few passes, get some possession. Right there is great leadership. If you're a young player watching right there, you see how Moreno hustled back, went and earned it, saw the weak ball that was played, forced a mistake, and went and won it back. And now look at, they're back in a dangerous position again with a great opportunity to put one on the back, in the back of the net. And there it is, corner kick. Hopefully they'll learn from their last mistake. Overruled. Looks like we have a goal kick overruled by our center referee, Hoffman. Good leadership there, wearing the number 10 by Christian Gordillo Moreno. Unfortunately, a goal kick was the end of that reward. But hopefully that'll set the tone and communicate the message to the other players. Put in that second effort, put in that little work. No panic ball, played out with composure by Villon. Hugo Gomez playing high on the PK. Playing between the PK mark and the top of the 18. Ambitious Hugo Gomez. Gomez getting his first start for the club. Ten minutes in and still sitting at 0-0. Only one shot on goal coming from the visiting strikers. There's Cyril Oliveira on the ball. And quickly gets pickpocketed. Cali Strider waiting patiently, collecting numbers. Hey, there's Villon out of Garden Grove, playing in his backyard. Third young, number 16, a little heavy on that touch. Liking the ideas of working the flake. Not bad soccer, and a good look there by the striker for the Cal United strikers. Third young. Good end result, though, for us, as LA Force have a goal kick just on top of the 12-minute mark. On the foul, number 16 for Cal United. There's Young. Oh, great strike. Definitely on the face. Second of the match. Solidly hit. Good attempt on the goal there for Cal United, but well read and well saved there by our keeper, Hugo Gomez. Not sure where Gomez was going with that. It was a nice punt, but no one underneath it except for the black jerseys of Cal United. On that strike was 29, Tony Lopez. Great strike on goal. LA Force just struggling to find some rhythm right now. We're two or three passes in, and then we're out. If we get 2 or 3 passes in, that's a good thing, but we need to find some momentum here on the ball. Cal United doing a nice job owning possession of the ball since the point of the kickoff. Good solid tackle there by the Force. Siri Oliveira on the ball. Gregory Salazar, there's that left foot. That is just a dangerous weapon. Oh, ambitious, ambitious. Moreno really trying to hit. If he would have hit that one, that would have made a highlight reel and put him maybe on the top of a Twix bar or perhaps a Wheaties box. But that's really their first shot on the goal, coming into almost 15th minute of play. But all that started with a ball out of the left back, Gregory Salazar, who's got a wicked left foot. He can hit a 70-yard ball, no problem, and put it right on someone's foot. Very, very experienced left back, and a blessing to have here. I know Torino is blessed to have him as his left back. Hugo Gomez playing one out for Moreno. Moreno smartly knows there's no place for him to go. Let's earn the throw-in. Let's regroup. Let's keep some possession here in the attacking third for us. Parteta on it. Needs to be a little bit faster pace here for the Force from one side of the field to the other. Trejo on it, dropping that ball in for the LA Force player. LA Force doing a much better job here in the last few minutes of play, creating a little bit more dangerous opportunities, putting some heel pressure on the backs for Cal United. Salazar be on the throw. Gregory Salazar on the throw-in. Your left back for the LA Force. Treat it like a corner. Well thrown in. Salazar said, no problem, I'll have another one at it. Hopefully they can put this to use. Oh, this could be good. Need much better quality. Need much better quality in positions like that. When you put a team and you strip them from the ball as they're bringing it out the back, and you have numbers, we got to play with some purpose. Be definite, be defined. Take the initiative and take the defender on and put them on their heels and put them under and make this game 1-0. I encourage those young players that are watching, just make sure they encourage you to watch the players that play in your typical position. See the things that they're doing, see the vision that they're seeing, see the other runs the other players are making for you as that player has the ball. So when you get in those situations, you have a better soccer IQ. It's not the same as being on the field, of course, and playing, which is the best experience of it all. But boy, what a help it is when you get to watch players at a higher level and somebody else play your position and the things you're able to learn from the game. My dad did that to me years ago, watching the LA Aztecs play out of the Coliseum and play out of Cal State LA. Very, very useful just watching players that would play in the outside back, outside midfield position. Dangerously played in, well played out by the LA Force. Cal United typically liking to play that second weak side ball, but it definitely wasn't on. On that tackle, number 24, Clute. Clute, a nice job as a center back for the Strikers. Salazar again here on the throw-in for your LA Force. He just gave a nice job there. And there he is, Danny Trejo. Unfortunately, offsides. Boy, you bump and run on Salazar, you just give that A-train momentum. There's a foul there against Trejo. Good little attack there and good read by the Force defense. And bring out with some possession here a little bit. Some possession with purpose here for the LA Force. Much better here by the Force. Oliveira with a big switch. D'Angel, Spagna. There's Salazar. Look for that big left foot. Moreno asking for it back, taking some leadership on the ball. Oliveira, oh, a little heavy and ambitious. Easy pick up there and read for Barrera. You can really hear the directions with the players being ordered. The great thing about the next level is really being specific and direct about what you want a player to do with the ball. Telling them turn right, turn left, rather than just turn, that means nothing. These players really giving really coachable and teachable moments to each other out there on the pitch. Bryant looking for their zone. Fuerte, the captain. Cal United's Coaching staff yelling for third guy to carry that run and to continue the run. Really wanting him to put pressure on the backs. Despite losing the ball, it's a great coaching point if you're a soccer player. Even though you might not win it, put the pressure on the back. He's got the one. He's got to make the right decision. Force the mistake. You force that mistake, things can happen. If you just let up and go, oh, I'm not going to win it, and let low, man, then you allow your back to play a great ball out of the back, which should be a game changer. Force him to make a mistake. Good coaching point there coming from the Cal United coaching staff. And a great decision, though, there for Greg Salazar, who played it well out of the back. Good read there. And great organization again by the Force, doing a really nice job staying compact, staying organized, really forcing Cal United now to think twice about what kind of ball they're going to play in. But nice job here by the coaching staff for the Force, keeping them organized defensively, especially since we've got two new center backs coming in for the Force with number 2, Jonathan Vieja, and our number 13, Abraham Torres Nino. Well done, job. Well done. And a good job there by Cardozo. If you see how defensively Cal United is playing, really forcing every first touch back, not making a positive first touch forward. Good run there by the outside back. Hope he can get a service in. Well done. Well done. Good work there by the Force. Lovely played ball there by Moreno to the outside back. Trejo was making that first post run, or commonly known as the near post run. Cardozo on the ball. Hopefully get a little in-swinger here. Nobody backdoor. Big head out there by Cal United. Look at that hustle there, leadership by Moreno to win it back. Well done by Moreno. Good work rate by Moreno. Now he just telling Calma to calm down. Let's possess the ball a little bit. Here comes the attack. Angel Spagna on the ball. Celia Oliveira. Oh, it's a good look by Celio trying to find Moreno. Best look we've had here so far by the Force. Not bad. Finding some patience on the ball. Good call and win back. That all started by the hustle and the second effort from wearing the number 10 for the LA Force, Moreno. Now Moreno out there giving some direction to some of his players, showing that Mexican experience that he has from playing in the Mexican League, bringing it here to the pitch in Irvine, California on a beautiful Wednesday evening here at Championship Stadium for NISA 2020. As number 2 in the Western Conference, Cal United Strikers play guest to number 3, the LA Force. Garcia wishing to have that one back. What a blunder. They had numbers up. They had them on their heels, and Garcia played just a weak ball to the center back of the Force. Force can say thank you very much, and look at here, just a simple thing like that. That mistake, and already now you got to throw in here for LA Force. Quickly played in. LA Force looking to keep that rhythm up. Great tackle there. Maima again, they're taking it up, showing some leadership again. This is what the LA Force have needed. That hustle and leadership coming again by number 10, Moreno, with a great slide tackle. Not a big fan of the slide tackle, but then if it's useful in a position like that, take advantage of it, set the tone. He's here to play to own that midfield as your number 10 for the LA Force, Moreno. On the ball. That looks correction. That's Villon on the ball. Oh, I would have liked it if you kept going near post. Young players, you beat them and you're at a half a step in front of your defender, and you got that turn. Keep that turn, step in front of your defender, and he's got one choice: either foul you or hope for that someone else will pick it up. Great backside ball. Well played in red there by Hugo Gomez, your LA Force keeper. But as Cadano had that defender beat, he kept and should have kept turning and going towards near post, but elected to go back. Play to the likes of the LA Force. Boy, if I was a Cal United coaching staff member, I would have that written down to have a little talk with him at halftime about once you feel you half-step defeat on that defender, beat him again by taking a step right in front of him and cut to that near post, lay a ball back at a 45 at a pass. Thank you very much. Golazo, golazo, golazo. You're up 1-0 at the 30th minute of play. Even though it's a good coaching point for the Cal United, which they're probably not going to take it from me. But if anybody's listening, write it down and coach your players. That's free advice from the voice of the LA Force. Good read there by Salazar. Not the best ball played there for Trejo. Boy, that ball should have been played out to the outside, at least give Trejo a chance on the wheels. Trejo's got the speed to bid it. Moreno is a much better player to give a better service. He knows it. Trejo knows it. That's why no words were exchanged. They know that was not the best decision or not the best ball. I'm really liking what our number 7 LA Force, Angel Espana, has been doing in that number 9 position. We're in the number 7, doing a nice job with Moreno, connecting passes, working together, really collecting more on the ball. LA Force playing with much more purpose as we entered into the 28th minute of play. Cal United hasn't really had a response yet to the little bit of the attack that the Force has been able to bring. Oh, lucky break there for Oliveria. Cardozo playing it out there to Greg Salazar, looking for that left foot. Salazar just dumping one in, not much of the right foot. Putting one into the danger zone, looking for Trejo to at least give him a chance on something. Trejo trying to make something out of it. Easy goal kick here in the 29th minute of play for Cal United. Good read there by the LA Force, doing some nice adjustments in the back, maintaining position. Hopefully they can capitalize on the opportunity from the win here. Oh, back and over. No argument from any of the LA Force players. They knew it. They saw it coming. Quick play here. Here comes Camille. Here's Villon on the ball. Good pressure there. Good pressure forces the mistake. Smart defensively played move there by the veteran, number 12, Gregory Salazar. Things have settled down now for the LA Force in a really, really positive way. Trejo on his heels. Ball quickly played out there by number 32. That was by Bowers, not the ball that any of his players wanted, and they let him know it. Big up by Salazar, uncontested really. Trejo on it, and a corner kick. Fourth corner kick of the match for the Force. Hopefully they can capitalize this. Don't make me a liar, Force, where I say 70% of goals come from dead ball situations. Here's a great opportunity. Lovely ball played in. Good read there by Barrera, the keeper. Hopefully the Force can keep it alive. Bien being yelled from the sideline for the Force. Coaching staff liking the fact that they're keeping the tempo and the momentum up, keeping the ball down deep into the Cal United defensive backs, keeping them on their heels. Salazar with another deep throw in, dangerous throw. And I'd like those to be a little bit more purposeful. It almost throws up, but we're throwing them in wishing for a hope and a prayer. Anytime you're deep in the attacking third, love to see things with more purpose and a sense of direction so we can put the ball in the back of the net collectively as a whole. That was Carey coming in heavy on that touch. Cal United strikers just slowing the pace down just a little bit. Getting a little rest while they're on the ball. Michael Bryan on the ball. Handball there, but number 23. But not a bad idea. Godono. Godono, an exciting player to watch here for Cal United. Good on his feet. Unfortunately not good with the hands. Handball there, coming in the almost the 33rd minute of play. Jonathan Vieja on the ball. Pace of the game definitely has slowed down for Cal United. Boy, in the first 15 minutes they came out and had LA Force on their heels, and that tide has shifted quickly here at Championship Stadium as the LA Force have finding a little bit more of a rhythm amongst themselves and putting now Cal United on their heels. Two shots have come to the likes of Cal United and one only in a soft one to the LA Force. Looking to find Thurgan on the end of that one. And Leon on the foul, España. Malone looks like the player that the Galaxy used to have, his stature, the way he plays. Vaganas that used to play for the LA Galaxy. Malone kind of has that same demeanor and style and the size and the stature. And that just goes to show you don't need to be 6'4" or 6'1" to play this beautiful game. Man, come in at 5'2", come in at 5'3", and dominate with your skill and your vision, and you'll definitely be an impactful player. So if you're a vertically challenged player, that means if you're not very tall, keep up your skill and your vision and your technical skills and be an impact player. Milan doing a nice job being that impact player. We have the same with Cardozo and Barteta, both great players for LA Force. Great stature when those young men are on the ball. Garcia Lopez on the ball. Ball wickedly played in just on top of the PK mark, and a goal kick coming up here for the LA Force. Hugo Gomez, your goalkeeper for the LA Force, on the corner kick and almost tore his ACL. Good Lord. I don't know if the camera caught that one, but he slipped. A good thing for Pilates. Otherwise, he would have definitely been out, almost like he was wishing he was wearing yoga pants. Some Lululemons would have been good on that one. But unfortunately, well, fortunately, I should say, he is fine. Now he's cleaning off the back end of his boots. He went down pretty uglily hard after that goal kick. Definitely lost his footing. Salazar on the throw-in. Oh, that didn't look good from Mulatto angles. Just uncertain, not decisive there by the back, number 5, Fuerte, your captain for the Cal United Strikers. España on the throw-in. And what a shocker. Salazar will become taking the throw-in again. My guess he's going to beeline one into Moreno, who's 1v1. If he could see that, if I could yell to him, I would. But Moreno is 1v1 with the striker. But he sends into the sandwich into Trejo. Oh, today we're wearing We're wearing white, Salazar. Good read and pick up there by the LA Force to recover quickly. Just for you soccer players and young players, if you have a throw-in in your midfield third and you're going into your attack, quickly look up and find your striker. Don't take an opportunity to break. If your striker's 1v1 with a defender, man, give it to him. Put him in a spot where he's able to win it on your throw-in. That's why they're so important. Look at Trejo. And a golazo. Oh, off the post. You better kiss that post, Barrera. But nice job by Trejo, looking to slide one past. If we're in the weight room, I think Fuerte would probably beat Trejo on that. But we're on the soccer pitch. Danny Trejo definitely was a little net on that one. Winning the ball, and using the outside of his right foot to slot one past Barrera, but just kissing the post. Well done there. Second shot of the match, and probably the most dangerous of the match yet here, coming in the 37th minute of play. Boy, Fuerte's got to find his game a little bit. He's been under a blunder the last 5 minutes. That loss of possession over here, some marking mishaps in the back, and then getting bumped off the ball by Trejo. And here comes Trejo. That's the player I've been speaking of. Big time save there by the keeper Barrera, showing why he doesn't bite his fingernails on the virtual academy. And nice job there by Danny Trejo inside the 18, trying to maintain dangerous. It seemed that all the Force players were spectating, that they decided since we have no fans in the game, we'll watch from where we're playing. But they definitely needed players for Trejo to come in and support him on the second run. But now, Force still maintaining possession of the ball. Look at Trejo, hands on his hips, doing a little Shakira, my hips don't lie. Come on, guys, I'm working hard, come support me. And here comes España. Another coaching teachable moment right there. Your forward is 1v1, quickly coming down, and who's making that backside run? Once he loses his angle on the goal, he needs some help. So this is where the help needs to be coming right here. For Trejo, we're now in almost entering the 39th minute of play. Let's see if we can put some purpose behind the throw in here. Backside ball. Nilo on it. Playing outside there. Navaje. And then just wasteful. That's unfortunate. This is where we really need to maintain possession as an outside and even as a center back. Sometimes it's simply, let's turn it back around, play the way we face, and reorganize again. And then on the foul, number 19, Quentin Carey. Here's another one of those great opportunities that are coming in. Caution issued to number 19. Quentin Carey. Caution coming at the 39th minute of play, which is that correction coming at the 40th minute of play. On the ball is number 11, Vallone. Vallone dangerous here on that right foot, putting that in-swinger in. If he can find the lights of Michael Bryant, Bryant is solid in the air. I've seen it happen before. See if Vallone and Bryant can make me a profit. Bryant standing in the offsides position. Not sure why. Someone needs to tap him and say, you're not at REI, put your campfire out. Bryant electing to come in, timing that run. There's a big up. Their third shot on goal coming off of that caution. And LA Force keeper Gomez getting his third save of the match. Brando coming back and asking for the ball, showing some leadership on it. Ciro Oliveira fitting those connections. Work possession, Michael Bryant reading it right down the middle. And here comes the counter. This is the weakness for the LA Force. This is how they got their goal scored on them last week against the Roots, was by the counter. And good defensive read there by Carey, who was issued that yellow card in the 39th minute of play. Good piece of defensive work there by the LA Force. Oh, dangerous opportunity there. Definitely more communication needed there by the backs and the keeper. A lot of uncertainty on who's doing what. But boy, what a golden opportunity there for the Cal United player, number 33, Kevin Garcia. Garcia probably wanted that one back if he read it better. Just got too much in front of it. That puts their 4th shot on the goal coming to number 33, Garcia. If someone was holding a stat for how many times Salazar threw the ball in and how many times he connected with a Force player, I guarantee you it would not be a good stat. That's something needs to change. Those are great opportunities for the Force that they have to capitalize on in order to be successful at this level of the game. These are the pieces of the game that matter, those simple things, doing the simple things right, and that is something that's just a simple part of the game, just a tactile, simple thing that when we throw the ball in, that we're finding feet and that we're maintaining possession. Just keep track of how many times we throw the ball in as a club and we lose possession. That can't be. Not at this level. The teams that are at the top of the table are the teams that do the simple things right, and those are some of the simple things. If I'm on that sideline as a coaching staff, those are the things, that's one of the points, the simple things that I would talk about of just finding those parts of the game that we have control of. That is something you have control of. Good read there by Cal United. And I like the pressure there coming from Moreno. See, setting the tone, trying to put him under. Needs the help from the other 10 players that are behind him. Cadona on the ball, slotting one in. Oh, he had the opportunities to put it away. Too much dancing. Once he beat that keeper, slotted, I don't know what. It's always easier from the press box. But from a striker's perspective, boy, not sure what kind of glory he was looking for, but he got a corner out of it. Golden opportunity there for number 29, Tony Lopez. Lopez has had some good strikes on the goal. Remember, he had that earlier strike on top of the 18 on the corner on the outside left flank, cutting in and giving a nice worm burner with his right foot. But not what he wanted there. Here comes Danny Trejo. Here comes Angeles España on the left flank. Oh, backside door for Moreno. That's that second ball look that we were looking for. Cardoza going up, looking for it. Salazar on it, hoping we can regroup a little bit. Here comes the overlapping run. Clock stops at 45. No indication yet of what the minimum extra time is. Here comes our 4th official, Mast. Ooh, he's given up the one. Yes, the solo one, the perpendicular one, just the one. That's all we get. 1 minute of extra time issued by our 4th official. Good piece of possession here by the Force. So the Averia looking to find some more action up top to Trejo. Lopez Carrillo on the foul, number 29. That's Tony Lopez. That foul issued to Lopez, getting a talking to by our center referee, Hoffman. I'm thinking if I have 1 minute of extra time, I might want to be taking a great opportunity if I know that we can put the ball in the 18-yard box and create some opportunities, and Moreno does that just as the leader. Big out by Barrera coming in. Big 10-finger punch. And at the half, There we are. Visitors with 5 shots. Coming to the LA Force keeper, Hugo Gomez. And a solid 2 shots coming by the Force. And I got to tell you that those 2 shots have been dangerous by Danny Trejo. That one coming in and kicking off the post, really with a nice buildup. And credit right now to number 10 of the LA Force, really trying to change the pace and keep the momentum going and lead these players. Experienced player from Mexico coming in here and really helping out the LA Force, trying to lead by example. And really, he's just not trying; he's doing it. And it just takes someone else to find that extra. But hey, I'm going to be that guy too. I'm going to be the next guy to help. And when we start creating that extra effort, things start happening in your favor. You're not waiting for the luck; they want to bring it. And Moreno, wearing that number 10, is trying to bring that to the LA Force. So here we are at Championship Stadium, deep in the heart of Irvine, on a beautiful Wednesday evening, on a COVID night. And NISA plays in a coast game here in the Western Conference as the LA Force play host in the backyard brawl of Cal United, in Cal United's own backyard right here in NISA 2017 when the league established. Congratulations to all the clubs that are in NISA for getting off to a great start. Thanks for bringing us some great soccer. This is your voice of the LA Force signing off just for the halftime. We'll be back with some halftime stats and info coming up real shortly. All right. This one's not on. All right, welcome back here to Championship Stadium. I'm here with Luis Olvera. Luis is such a great resource here for the LA Force. He meets with our players before games, has conversations with players at halftime. And Luis, you're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming tournament here for NISA.
That's right. Thanks, Daryl. And as you just saw in the promo, NISA Championship Tournament being held in Detroit this next upcoming week, September 21st to October 2nd, where all 8 teams from the current fall season will play in 2 groups of 4, and they're going to be based on seeding, where it will be a round-robin matchup, and then 4 would advance to the semifinal, and then the 2 finalists will meet up to win the fall tournament, and that winner will face the 2021 spring champion next year, and that winner from those 2 teams will be crowned the 2020-21 season winner. And right now, as current standings are, at least in the Western Conference, you have the Oakland Roots in the lead with 4 points, and right now Cal United with this 0-0 draw standing are going to be in second with 2 and LA Force with 1. And we just had the Eastern Conference finish up before this game with Chattanooga winning their league in the Eastern Conference, so they will be the number 1 seed in this next upcoming tournament. And so you get that these 2 sides want to get a result, want to get a good feeling for the tournament next week, especially considering that they both had disappointing results last week against Oakland Roots. LA Force losing 2-0
Yeah.
a couple days ago, and then the Cali United Strikers tying 1-1 against Oakland, letting in a 90th minute penalty to not get the victory. So you know that these two teams will want to get some good result here to get that momentum coming up for the NISA tournament starting on September 21st.
Yeah, thank you, Lewis. Lewis, always good on the inside, always good. You guys had a chance to listen to Lewis and watch him live here on NISA with our player updates. Thank you so much, Lewis. Appreciate that. As Lewis shared, these teams will be going on to the tournament and to be crowned the NISA 2021 champion. Such a great level of soccer here for third division, brought to you by NISA, another pro league that brings, trying to bring all the cities into this beautiful game. So, you had, like as Lewis has shared, you got Chattanooga now on top of the table, now going 3-0-1. You got the Michigan Stars sitting in second place, and then my New York Cosmos, back in the day, right in the middle of the table, sitting in third place with 1-2-1, and then Detroit City FC, who need to really bring themselves up on the table, man. If you're hosting the tournament, you better put yourself into the stadium and have your home team behind and your home crowd behind you. There's nothing better than hosting a tournament and being in that tournament and winning the tournament. Man, it's just an amazing feeling to have. And then you got New Amsterdam just trying to find their way, man. They were 0-3 at the start, and then they played tonight, and now they're 0-4. So they're just kind of trying to strive to survive at this level. And so hopefully they can find some victories in New Amsterdam, find some wins. I've watched them play. They're a pretty good side. But, man, when you're giving up 12 goals in 4 games, that's not going to do it. You do the math. I didn't make it much out of 8th grade math, and I know that's about 3 goals a game. But good Lord, you got to be able to put the ball in the back of the net and protect that ball in the back of the net and not allow your opponent to come down there. It's a simple game, 11 guys trying to do 11 simple things for your team, and then you got another 11 on the other side trying to do some of those same simple things but do it differently and better. So that's what makes the game so beautiful. You don't get the timeouts. You don't get the cheerleaders. You get players with their chemistry, figuring it out with the levels and the experiences they played, putting it on the pitch and putting it together. So if you look at the time of possession there, you got LA fourth with 46%, Cal United 54%, and I guarantee you, if you look at where they gained that possession, that was really the second half, at the top end of the first half, when the LA Force was really trying to put some heat on, and they did. But Cal United held firm. They really did a nice job trying to get themselves organized. They kind of found themselves a little bit. They were a little bit under the blunt. They put the defenders on the heels. LA Force did, but Cal United found some pieces of work to do. So you see there's the one offsides coming to LA Force. There's only one yellow card that has been issued in this match, and that was to the LA Force. You got your 7 fouls committed, 11 in total in the game. Shots on the target, there's 2 for the Cal United, and those early 2, and then 3 attempts by the LA Force on the goal, and then 4 attempts by our Cal United Strikers that are here. Thank you so much to the Cal United Striker organization for allowing LAFC to play as the home team in their own backyard. That's like inviting your neighbor over and saying, hey, we're going to have a family reunion, but we don't have our backyard, but we're going to have it in yours. And they're just like, okay. And then you go ahead and have your backyard. And, oh, by the way, we need to use your bathroom. Oh, by the way, we need to use your cable. So thank you so much to the Cal United Strikers organization for allowing the LA Force to come into your backyard and to play really what is such an important match. It has not been a sellout crowd. I think we probably have as many kids. Let me see. Yeah, there's not too many people here. So, which is great, actually, to be honest with you, because the beauty of that is if you're a soccer fan and if you're a player, you get to understand. And if you're here just to watch the game, you get to hear the direction and the conversations that players are having with one another. You get them in a big stadium and you get, maybe 15 or even 5,000 people around to 20,000 people around. You don't get to hear all those conversations. You don't get to hear what the players are communicating to each other out there, and let alone they don't get to hear themselves. So this is really nice. Personally, for me, as a fan of the game and as a former player, to hear and to listen to these players communicate. Is the level top notch? No, but these players are getting there and they're bringing it, and that's the exciting part about NISA and the opportunities that they give at the pro level to some of these younger players and even some of the experienced players to come back and to give back on their love for the game for some of these guys. So they're trying to get to that next level, and these players that are coming out of NISA and coming out of the USL, they really exposing themselves at that next level of soccer. Whether you are a a high-level fan for Barca, which, boy, by the way, there's a team that is struggling. Or if you're a Liverpool, go Reds. To LAFC fan or to a Galaxy fan, this is a great opportunity to watch some of the up-and-coming young players that are really to establish a name for themselves in a professional league. And some of these players are doing a great job doing that, really holding the caliber of high-level soccer here in NISA. So thank you to the NISA organization for offering such a great level of play for these athletes in these arenas to be in. We've got some top teams, from Chattanooga who have had the opportunity of watching play, to New Amsterdam, to Detroit City FC. You got New York Cosmos, the Stars, and then coming on the West Coast, the LA Force, Cal United Strikers, and Oakland Roots. I'm not too sure what happened to the San Diego 1904. Boy, what a great organization inside. I know they were part of NISA, but I don't see them as being. Next year, I think they're going to regroup and come back. But, boy, that's another – if you're a soccer fan and you're down from the south area in that Oceanside, San Diego 1904, really great organization, great players to watch that come out of there. And also in the it used to be the PDL, but it's now USL League 2. You have the San Diego Zest. So some great soccer that's down in the San Diego area that's coming up. Hopefully in the spring that you'll be seeing more of the soccer out of NISA, as well as some of the other leagues that are in the area that hopefully where you live. So I really encourage you to go at NISA Nation to follow some of the league, the players, the interviews. NISA does a nice job of highlighting players and their stories of what brought them here. They just did recently, not too far long ago, there was on NISA was a nice interview with a player from Oakland Roots, Michael Hines, who just was a leader for the Oakland Roots organization, who next year will be in 2021 will be joining the USL Championship Division, which is second division soccer for the United States, which is a great league to be watching, and some great, again, high-level players. So here we are at Championship Stadium in the heart of Irvine on a beautiful Wednesday evening on a COVID night, where we know that you're joining in your whether in your basement, whether in your living room, whether in your laptop at work, and you should be getting some work done, but you're not. Whether you're a teacher grading papers, whether you're just at home, just sitting down, and you're just with your family and your friends, we welcome you into our homes. We thank you for welcoming us into your homes. Maybe you didn't really have a choice. Maybe you just turned down the volume. You didn't want to listen to the rambling of the voice of the LA Force. Either way, thank you so much for being part of us. We have 45 minutes of soccer left here in NISA as the Cal United Strikers play visitor to the LA Force. At time of possession by the Force, 46% to the Strikers, 54%. Much of that dominated through Vallone. I think Vallone has got so many touches on the ball, which has really contributed to the Cal United's possession, and also to the likes of Michael Bryant. But once Moreno's got on the ball for the LA Force, that's when things started to change. You saw him making those second effort moves, even off the ball as a striker, wearing the number 10, but playing in the number 9 position. Moreno doing a really nice job. That just goes to show you, those players that are watching, it's not the things that you do on the ball, it's what you do off the ball. And that is a high-level professional player right there here in this stadium, showing us, hey, I might not have it at my feet, but I'm going to work it to get at the feet of my players. So it's what you do off the ball. One of the great players that played in the MLS, and he played for the U.S. national team, was Jimmy Conrad. He was one of those guys that was like that. It's what he did off the ball defensively that were game changers. And it was the second effort. It was the work rate that created second opportunities and great opportunities. And that's what you need in this game at the next level. You can have all the juggling skills. You can have inside outside with your right and your left foot. That's all fabulous and wonderful. But if you can put it on the pitch, and then if you can add the other elements of the game, that a mental component of what's your work rate off the ball, what are you seeing to help put your team in a dangerous situation to score, those are the next level players. Those are those simple things that get players to the next level. That was all free advice, by the way. There's more free advice that's coming that I will always share with any player that asks, any young player that wants to help themselves get to the next level. Always able to contribute and share my knowledge. Don't know everything, but I feel I know enough to help the young players. All right, our players are coming back onto the pitch. We looks like we still have the likes of Hugo Gomez, is sponsored by Caltrans with his orange Hummel jersey. Didn't know Hummel was still in existence, but they were big when I was playing over in Denmark and Norway. And then they were like the Adidas over there. And then I got here to the States, and Hummel didn't even exist. But somehow they've resurrected. Thank you, NISA, for resurrecting Hummel. Always liked their style. Always a little different. Always a little bit on the edge. But Hummel made their way back. And, boy, they made them back with a Caltrans orange that Hugo Gomez, our LA Force keeper, is wearing. And I haven't seen too many substitutions that have come up here. He looks like we're still going to have Salazar, the left back. Still the likes of Cyril Oliveira playing in the central midfield position, holding that number 6, wearing number 10, and playing in the number 9 spot will be Christian Moreno. Partero and Cardozo playing on the outside flanks, 2 flashy players. Holding in your center backs positions will be number 13 and number 2, Nilo and Valle for your LA Force. Quentin Carey will be in your outside right back, as well as Gregory Salazar, outside left back. James Allwine III, boy, he was an outside back or right back for the LA Force, suffered a hamstring injury just a week ago. Definitely a quality player for the Force, a big miss for us on the LA Force side defensively. Up top, you're going to have Trejo doing some danger, and then we got Moreno coming in as well. On the side for the Cal United strikers, doesn't look like there's going to be any substitutions at that time. Looks like they're still holding with Shinya Kodono, playing in that center midfield position along the likes with Michael Bryant. Number 19, Shane Camille, playing on the outside. And then that dangerous player up top, number 16, he's flashy. You can just find him by that white little frosted hairdo he's got going up top, is Christian Thurjung. Thurjung, he's such a crafty player. You know, you don't hear from him for maybe 2 or 3 minutes on the pitch, and all of a sudden, there goes Thurjung, making this outside backside run, really behind the defenders, looking for the ball. Just a creative, crafty player, and one that if really Cal United can find him, he is a dangerous, dangerous player for the backs for the LA Force. So good starting lineups for the second half here for Cal United, and a great starting lineup here for the LA Force. We're just going to barely get underway with our center referee, Mr. William Hoffman, ready to blow the whistle as we kick off the second half here at Championship Stadium. If you're just joining us, welcome to NISA as the fall season is underway. Both teams looking to get to the top of the table as we start the second half. Cal United on that kickoff, and Vallone still there holding in that center midfield position. Flute playing on the outside midfield position for Cal United. Let's see what the coaching staff has come up with. Maybe some of them have listened to my commentary, and let's hope that they'll capitalize on the dead ball situations and play with a little bit more purpose and direction on the ball. No limping there by the keeper. Remember Gomez earlier off that goal kick. Boy, it looked like he could have busted a nut out there. So lovely wearing the yoga pants. He looked like he held tight. No injury there from that earlier fall off the goal kick. Quick attack here coming as number 19. That Camille, a dangerous little player in the center midfield position. Wishful thinking there. I don't know if that was Michael Bryant. No, that was Lopez on the ball, looking to play one to the back post. Gomez here. Hopefully we'll have a bit of luck here on that goal kick. Moreno playing on the outside, but now pitching in, hoping to be a little more purposeful here on our goal kicks. So many times LA Force have been on the ball, and then there's a prime example, what I was just going to give you, that Cal United find themselves winning that first and second ball. Those are game changers in this game, especially at this level, is winning that first and second ball. And there's a prime example of when that ball gets won, and now you've already put the team a little bit on their heels. Lopez on the foul. Gregory Salazar had nowhere to go. Nilo on it for the LA Force. Partida on it, dumping the right outside simply to Carey. Carey leaves in possession there. I'd really like to see the LA Force make some adjustments where they can really get their outside mids and their outside backs into this game a little bit more. We go too much forward forward centrally when we're trying to penetrate. I like to see us penetrate more on the outside flanks, really utilize the speed and the ability of our outside mids. I mean, you got Portito and Cardozo, really good little players. See that again. Love to see that been played the second ball. Let that striker go. Let Moreno go and play it outside for España, who's running on that left flank. Give him that opportunity. Let those two players work together. So those are just those simple things, again, that I think would help LA Force be just a little bit more successful in their possession of the ball. That was a wishful thinking foul. Coming in hoping to get something and getting nothing. España on the foul. See if they can capitalize here. Forrest doing a nice job with the pressure. Good decision. He's going to use Flute. Flute trying to find that inside run there, but there's Young. There's there again. What I was talking about earlier, that run by Zerdang, trying to make a run behind the defenders, and he does, but unsuccessful pass there by Flute. Every time Cal United have got the ball, they keep looking to go forward. They need to find themselves a little bit more patient on the ball. You know, really that plays into the hands of the LA Force, and they'll say keep bringing it forward. That's a little heavy touch of a Rhino right there from the center back. Again, out of the back, trying to find a little bit more purpose on it. Maintain possession. Give your team a little bit of a chance to rest when you get possession. Barrera still the keeper there, wearing that lima green, Jolly Green Giant green. And if you joined us in the last simulcast, I was just talking about with the keepers. I don't know if there's a memo that went out to goalkeepers, but I'm just trying to figure out what the memo is with the knees, the socks over the kneecaps. Trying to figure out what fashion statement it is, what that is, where that comes from. I don't know if that's a Cardi B thing or whatever, but if it needs it out of a music video, but still trying to understand the old socks over the kneecaps. Personally, after my knee surgery, I think my kneecaps look quite well, so I'd want to show those bad boys off if I was a keeper. Keeper should be proud of those kneecaps. Show the scars from the diving. Let it be an intimidation factor. I mean, mask the face, not the knees. All right, Bowers at that left back position. This is more to the like of the coaching staff than Cal United. Just settle in a little bit. We don't always have to go forward. Penetrate, possess. You can see it forward, back. And then as you penetrate and possess, you want to spread it out a little bit. That way your next penetration can be a little bit higher, a little bit deeper, and then you can possess. That's that next level. Good first touches here. A little heavy on it. Good job by Trejo and Moreno. Lopez on the handball. Slows the pace down of the game a little bit. Not bad, and kind of a smart foul, really. Kind of slow it down there for the Force as they gain a little bit more momentum in their possession. Danny Trejo has dropped a little bit, kind of playing that switch to almost he's playing more than number 9 than Moreno is. Moreno took a little bit look over his head a little bit too late as Oliveira was making that run. And then Moreno on the foul. Flute on the left side flank, really trying to open things up on the backside of Partida. Villon in the central midfield position. He's done a really nice job. Well played there by Villon. Good work here by both sides, and a good pressure there by the outside left mid. Flute. Oh, that's a gift. See if they can capitalize. And España going against Michael Bryant. It's a foot race. And Bryant, nice job there on the 1v1 slide tackle. But a quick throw in there by España. Ciro Oliveira playing in there, that outside to carry. Partida on the ball. Payo doing a nice job. Oh, looking for Moreno. Really good work here by Ciro Oliveira. Really stepped up his game here, that holding in that number 6 position for the LA Force. And I stand corrected. On that right midfield position is number 30 with the blondish hair. Is number 30, Payo Cardozo. Looking to build numbers on the attack and playing that outside flank. Nice job defending there by Salazar. Very skilled and smart player. Maybe earlier in the match that's the ball to play, but at the 55th minute of play, you just won possession. There's one of those long 70-yard balls that Salazar can play, but no one behind it. Hoping to find the likes in the little feet of Cardozo. Dumped in. On the defending work there was Jonathan Valle. Corner kick coming up here for Cal United. On the corner kick will be the midfielder, number 19, Camaro. Shane Camaro done a nice job in that midfield position tonight for Cal United. Just as he's contributed well, been consistent on the ball. Let's see what he can do here in a corner kick situation. On the right foot, in-swinger. Oh, right on the face, right to the noggin of Tony Lopez. I think Lopez wasn't expecting it to be so pretty, and perhaps he blinked, and an easy pickup save there for Gomez. Danny Trejo on the ball. 1v3. Oh. And with Moreno. No help. And then there's the hustle back from Moreno. And there's going to be a card out of frustration. He's just frustrated. And there's the caution issued at the 56th minute of play to number 10 of the LA Force. That's a frustration foul. Worked hard. Now he's got to be careful when he does those second effort hustle backs to win the ball. How hard is he really going to go in? Now his center referee Hoffman's got his number. He has been clean on all the other tackles, but on that one, just out of frustration, right in front of the referee. No worries, no questions for Hoffman, and he issues him the pretty yellow. Captain Fuerte on the ball, wearing the captain's band, number 5, Xavier Fuerte. Thurjung on it. Dangerously played in. Codono. Goal kick coming up here for the LA Force. If you're just joining us, it's a backyard brawl here in NISA, Championship Stadium. We're number 2. Plays number 3. Your number 2 is Cal United Strikers. 0-1, and the LA Force with a loss, and that loss going to the team that's Cal United tied 1-1, which is the Oakland Roots sitting on top of the table. Well done by Trejo getting off the bounce. Press box prediction here, the team that can really maintain some possession, and do the simple things right deep into the second half. So if we're 70 minutes in and we're still a 0-0 piece, that team that just does those simple things that we speak of, maintaining a little bit of possession, being smart on their passes, playing the way that they face, not trying to be too dangerous when you don't need to be, and then be dangerous when we need to be, which would be in that attacking third inside the 18-yard box. Create some challenges and opportunities. Here we are, corner kick, be their 5th of the match. Cardozo on the ball, well played in on the left foot. Oh, well done. Oh, good defensive work there in recovery for Cal United. But, boy, a good piece of work right there by Cardozo. Coming back and helping out there was Camilo. I was just praising him earlier for what he does on the ball, but look at defensively what he just did off the ball. Good work there by the midfielder for Cal United. The hope and the prayer ball there to Flute. Vallon on the ball. First time cross would be lovely in, and he does. And good read there by the LA Force. Nice job collectively, defensively, holding their ground, making it a little bit more difficult for Cal United as they try to bring the ball under their attack and keep maintain possession. LA Force doing a nice job not letting that go. Substitutions looking to be coming in here for Cal United. Looks like number 9 will be coming in. That's coming in exiting the match is number 19. Shane Camaro exiting the match. Number 9 coming in. That's Omar Nuno Loez. Also coming out is Tony Lopez. Number 29 exiting the match. Lopez did a nice job for Cal United. Entering the match, though, is number 17, Andy Contreras. Contreras and Nuno entering the match. Both players, Tony Lopez and Shane Camaro, really contributing to today's match for Cal United. Gave a solid 60 minutes of soccer for both those players. Fresh legs coming in here for Cal United. Let's see if they can capitalize on that coaching decision. But in the meantime, LA Force looking to do some damage. Good read there by Barrera. And here comes your substitute coming in, number 17, Contreras. And then their other sub, Nuno. Nuno on the outside. Greatly played in. What a ball played in there by the sub. He is built. Nuno, that player that just came in, I don't know if you can see it at home, but that young man is built like a rugby player. He looks like he could throw some barrels of hay around. Broad shoulders. That's the part I was speaking to earlier, when you need to be dangerous, when you need to don't be. Right there, Moreno trying a little bit too, the fancy feet. But here he is hustling all the way back to try to pressure on Nuno. Ball played out quickly and smartly read by the Force defenders. Trejo, 1v1. And here he is. Angel Espana, number 7. Got players dancing, but we want to maintain possession and definitely get an opportunity. We don't have numbers in the box. The Force has elected not to get the numbers that they need to have in that box. Not exactly sure why. We still got 4 on the back line when we're attacking, and it's 0-0, and we definitely need that victory. And a good strike on the goal by Moreno. Ball patiently brought out here by Cal United. It looks like Cal United is really liking something they see here on the on the left flank with Flute and Contreras. They're liking this open running position. That's where Nuno has made some of his runs. They're seeing that they can find a weakness on the right back and right side position with Carey and Cardoza. Well done organizationally here by the LA Force. And Cal United once again winning that second ball. And what a shocker. Number 11, Villon's behind it. Contreras on the ball. Looking to slot one in for Codono. Oh, small. Protecting the ball on top of the box. Unfortunate for the LA Force. And Codono, number 23, that midfielder, doing a nice job getting his body to stand strong. And really trying to earn that foul. Finds the foul, sells it just quite a little bit. And here we are at the 64th minute of play with really a dangerous opportunity on the ball. Both substitutes seem to have had a conversation before when they came in saying, hey, if we get a foul, who's going to take it? But Contreras and Nuno are on the ball. And it looks like the beast in beast mode, number 9, Nuno. Omar Nuno Loez, the striker. Without a doubt, it looks like he's definitely going to want to strike this one. And he puts a worm burner on it, but hits to the heels and the toes of a solid wall by the Force. Well done by the Force, but well hit there by Nuno. And a great work here. Daniel Trejo doing a nice job collectively looking for the foul, collects the foul, gets the foul, and hopefully now here the Force can regroup a little bit, get a little more purpose behind their play, and find each other more collectively. LA Force here looking to hopefully put some subs in here close to the 7th minute. They got a couple players that have been warming up, seeing what the coaching staff was looking to do to make some adjustments. Cutting the shots on goal with their 3 to the 6th of the visiting Cal United strikers. Hopefully to increase that number and increase their odds. They say in soccer if you get 7 shots on goal, one should at least, of your 7 shots, you should have a goal out of those 7. So let's see what we can contribute here in the second half. There's the beast man, number 9, Nuno, on the ball, coming in as a striker. Good read there by Gomez. Well done. Substitution coming up here in the 66th minute of play for Cal United. Exiting the match, number 13, Michael Bryant entering the match. Number 15, midfielder, Evan Waldrop. Waldrop's been with the club for quite some time. Substitution here for the LA Force. Exiting the match, number 19, Carey entering the match is a number 6 for the LA Force. And also entering the match, number 70, that's Jesus Gonzalez. Coming in was number 6 at the defense was Eric Villatoro Ramos. Ramos coming into that right back position. Exiting the match there was then for Carey. Ball dumped in there. Nicely read by Villatoro. That's kind of what they need. They saw the adjustments. Exiting the match was number 28, Oliveira. Coaching staff making that change for LA Force, seeing that definitely Cal United was seeing something on this right flank. Coach staff doing a nice job closing that up, bringing in Villatoro Ramos in that right back position. Hats off to Carey, did a nice job here in about the 70th minute. And Jesus Gonzalez is number 70, who came in at that 68th minute substitution for number 28, Ciro Oliveira. Evan Waldrop on the ball. Waldrop wearing the number 15. Let's just hope he represents it well, as that was my playing number. Quick throw, and it quickly read there by the single player, standing alone. Quickly read there, and a heads-up play there by Vallone. Not a shocker to find Codono. And Salazar on the foul. And a caution coming out. That caution issued to Salazar in the 69th minute of play. Codono doing a nice job stepping up the pace of the game. Really has been a nice attribute there for the play likes of Vallone. Those two players complement each other well in the midfield position for Cal United. LA Force still looking to try to string some of that together. Hard work and second effort of Marino can only last for so long. We need some of those other players in the midfield position to step up for the LA Force, find that momentum. Waldrop on the ball, wearing the number 15. Center referee Hoppin having a conversation with a few players. Ball softly played in. But Contreras on the right foot, hoping to find one. I'm tempted not to mark that down as a shot, but because I have to and need to stay awake and need something to do, I press it. 7th shot at the 70th minute and the 10th of the match. 7 shots going to Cal United strikers, 7 to the and 3 to the LA Force. And Gomez coming through on a big goal kick on that one. Boy, that's the first time we've gotten underneath one in a long time there. As finally a LA Force player finds the ball off a goal kick from Gomez. There needs to be some more conversation back there from the captain and the keeper, but it was too quiet. And now they're having a conversation. Don't argue about it now, boys. Save it for later. But neither one was having a conversation for the ball, and now here you go. Those simple things, those are the things that I speak of at this level of the game. Your captain and center back not having a conversation with his keeper, and now look, throw in here for the Force. And I guarantee you, if there's a goal that comes from this, you have only 2 people to look at, your keeper and your captain at center back. But the Force, I don't know if they have the quality yet to try to figure that one out, to put a nice job there by Villatoro Ramos. Liking this young man. Here comes Cardozo. I'm not too sure where he was going, but I don't think he knew either. But he went under the socks and defender of Cal United. They're good on the ball. Derjong has been quite quiet over there, but then when he makes those backside runs, things get flashy for Cal United. They've also moved up Nuno, the beast. They put him up top. Draw some defenders, and there's the backside run for Flute. Cardano on the work rate. Good high work rate, forcing ball to be played down line and win a possession here. And there's that high work rate again of Moreno. I'd like to see a little bit more of that in the number 6 position in our outside backs, and that high work rate to give that support to your hardworking number 9 for the LA Force. Quick loss of possession here, and here come Cal United with their numbers. Offside to Danny Trejo. Oh, Nuno looking to slot it down the line. Trying to find that backside run. There he was there, Zhang. Evan Waldrop. He went to the barbecue, slotted one in, and there was theirs on the shot. Their 8th of the match. The only thing I like about that was number 15 made a nutmeg, even though he was for the other team. But you got to capitalize, and there's got a nice shot on the face of the goal, but good work there by Evan Waldrop. Substitution coming up here for the LA Force. Substitution coming to the 73rd minute of play. Actually, the match is going to be number 24. Correction, actually the match is number 20, Jonathan Partida. Jonathan did a nice job on that left flank. Good work rate for that young man. Coming in, it's number 24, forward, Christopher Rebay. Rebay coming up looking to hopefully cause some damage to the defense of the Cal United Strikers. Moja Hell, he's a press box favorite. This is a young man I do like. He did not see the ball much in the last game against Oakland Roots. Came in late in the second half. Correction, Moja's not coming in right now, but looks to soon be. Actually, match is number 30. Payo Cardozo is coming out. Entering match is number 15 for the LA Force. William Regoza. And here he comes, press box favorite. Actually, match is number 30. And entering the match, Moja Hell. Pyro Cardoza has exited the match, and here comes Moja Hell into the match. Exciting young player to watch. That's Moreno has exited the match in for the Moja Hell. Ball played in deep. Villatoro almost on it. Liking the substitutions here by coach of the LA Force in his inaugural season, Patrick Tenorio. Eric Villatoro almost standing strong in that right back position. Done a nice job since he's entered the match. Quickly played in there to Regoza. There's that backside run. Dangerous then again. There's Zhang. That's what I've been talking about. He finds ways to get behind defenders sneaky when they're not looking. Times his run and puts himself in a dangerous position. And the good thing is his players know that and they're able to find him. 9th shot on goal. Should be 9 shots, an attempt by Cal United to the LA Force's 3. But LA Force really has had the best of all those shots of the 12 tonight, with that one coming off the post by Danny Trejo midway through the first half. What a shocker. Malone getting into that one. Keepers, if you're watching, Hugo Gomez, he really likes to come up top. Back in the day where there's that LA Galaxy keeper. Oh, that young guy, the kid that would come out all the time and be flashy. His name is beside me right now, but boy, the LA Galaxy loved that guy. He wore the flashy goalkeeper jerseys, and he would come out and be like your 11th and 12th man on the pitch, and he'd be such a great little field player. And here we go. Trying to work together. The substitutes come in, but hey, I appreciate the effort and them taking the initiative between Moja Hell coming in. And Christopher Rebay really trying to connect. Rebay and Moja Hell Mojahel playing in that right midfield position. And Rebay playing up top. And there's Danny Trejo applying that pressure. Love the pressure that's being applied. Trejo taking over where Moreno left off. Bowers on the ball. Experienced left back here. There's Evan Waldrop. Quick feet and a turn. And then dumping one in. Looking to find Nuno. Good up by Rebay. And then again, there it is, another second ball won, quickly won by Cal United. If there's a stat that Cal United is leading, it's definitely on first and second balls, which then did obviously create definitely more opportunities for them. Ambitious strike on the left foot there by Waldrop. And there's a foul there. You almost felt that one coming. The pressure was coming. He had him on. He says, and a caution issued. Caution issued to number 13. Correction, that was number 33, Kevin Garcia on the caution. Caution coming in the 80th minute of play. The tempo definitely has picked up here for the LA Force. Not so much the possession, but their tempo. There's just more sense of urgency that you see here coming from the Force. Hopefully they can capitalize a little bit with these subs that they brought in, with Rebay and Mojahel coming in. Mojahel just decided to, on the foul and a caution. Kind of what happened to him last time he came into the match. Good hard work and hustle, got himself a caution. At least Moja's getting in the stat book. I like the kid though. Boy, he's a dangerous player. Just needs to find the ball more. The LA Force players just need to find him a little bit more, but he can create some wonderful opportunities. So hopefully he'll be utilized here on this right flank position. Flute on it. Waldrop playing back to Fuerte. Coaching staff from Cal United wanting that ball back out to Klute. Little piece of possession here by the LA Force. Just a little bit too urgent on the Force, of the field of play. It would be smart here if he did not foul him. There's no sense to foul a defender there. He's got his back in a dangerous position. He's got no place to go. Fuerte's already struggling, and if you know that as a striker, he hasn't had really much confidence yet in the second half. Fuerte's made some, I can't say costly errors, but some errors that are really having to second-guess himself. So now you have that defender. If you can put him under and cause him to say, definitely great work there by Trejo. Oh, I'd like to see that back at a 45. There's no angle there. Good read there by Barrera, the keeper for Cal United, covering up that near post. Fourth shot of the match. And again, what a shocker coming by Trejo. Trejo's been that player that has put LA Force in some great spots and opportunities. Cadona playing to the outside left flank for Klute. And here comes a weak side ball over here by Waldrop, seeing it already. As the defensive team shifts, a great read here and work of compact defensive shape by LA Force. Doing a nice job. There it is. Defense plays off. Their patience. Everyone sticking to their assignment here at the 82nd minute of play. And now they win possession on the throw-in. Well, if you tuned in here just now and you're looking for a high-scoring game, guess what? You didn't get it. We're at 0-0 here in the 83rd minute of play. But we're hoping for some exciting, some theatrics late here in NISA. Matchup here in the backyard brawl as the Cal United Strikers open their back door and their front yard and their backyard and their home to LA Force as LA Force play host to Cal United. 0-0 here in the Western Conference of NISA. The National Independent Soccer Association invites you to make sure to find out all the news and the latest at NISA Nation. Be sure you find it also at nisaofficial.com. Hugo Gomez, LA Force keeper, not really been tested too much on those 9 shots. He's had a couple worm burners and hard strikes by Tony Lopez, but Tony Lopez was subbed about the 70th minute of play, so not too much has come his way to put him at the test. Barrera's done a nice job in the keeping position for Cal United. With those 4 shots, there's been a couple that have been doozies, but he's done a nice job protecting the cage for Cal United. And here comes the attacks, and hopefully be purposeful and to build up. Oh, there's the likes and the Mojahel. And great defending and tackle there. But corner kick coming up here late in the second half as we enter into almost the 85th minute of play. The big boys are coming up. What do I mean by that? Well, your 2 center backs, number 13, Abraham Torres Nilo, and number 2, Jonathan Valle, coming up. That's what you want. Use those tall center backs in the 6'5 position or 6'4. Put their tall stature out there, put one up and put a head on it, and there it is up and played. And nicely read there by Cal United. And good read there by Eric Villatoro Ramos. I really like how this young man has come into the game and really shut down that right flank for Cal United. Not giving him any more opportunities, so that makes some more adjustments Cal United's had to do with their up top strikers, with Nuno and with Verjong. Valon doing a nice job, crafty player. Force doing a nice job holding their back line. Valle pointing direction of the weak side ball plus in, and there's Gomez coming up in the Caltrans orange, doing a nice job picking one up. Dumping one out, looking for Rebay. Danny Trejo. I like you, but it's just what I'll say in love. That was a touch of a rhino right here in the 86th minute of play. We got to be more purposeful than that. You know, let's collect it. Let's get it down. Let's let our numbers build, and let's get these guys on their heels. But if you're going to play a ball like that, make sure you're definite, you're confident with it. He's the type of player that has the confidence, so we'll appreciate the effort. And here's Trejo on the ball again. And Trejo creating a gap. Rebay not too sure. Foul coming down. LA Force players dropping like little white speed bumps. And then, unfortunately, it's always that second one on the foul. Gregory Salazar. A lot of conversations on the field. Some intense fellowship. Some guys speaking out. And on the card. And issued that one at the 87th minute of play is number 24, Chris Clute. Clute done a nice job on that left flank. Question is he's getting the card for that, then why did we not bring it back to that? I do not know. Well, I have my suspicions, but they would favor Cal United. And to the likes of Cal United, they earned that foul over there on the far side on the right flank in the midfield spot. Here at the 87th minute of play, their 9 shots to LA Force's 4. Big up and well played there. Berregoza. We're hoping for late minute heroics here for the LA Force to put one in the back of the cage to get out of the backyard of Cal United. But Cal United being stubborn and still showing some signs of we've got attack in us, and we're trying to do that because this is our pitch. Evan Waldrop wearing 15, doing a nice job as a substitute coming in for Cal United. Really has trying to keep the momentum. Actually has picked up the pace a little bit for Cal United. Clute on the outside, and a good slide tackle there by Villatoro Ramos. And a corner kick coming up here. Vallone, number 11. Vallone looking to whip one in and play a dangerous ball. Dangerous ball played in. And that foul against Clute. If I get 3 guesses and my first 2 don't count, I'm going to guess that Hugo Gomez is going to kick the ball over half field, and a Cal United defender will probably win the ball. I'm just going to go based off of my raw talent for noticing the obvious for the last 89 minutes. We are at the 89th minute now as we entered at the top end of the second half. And guess what? I was correct, hence why I'm in the press box. Contreras on the ball. Big turn there by the big man, and greatly defended and strong defending there by Villatoro Ramos. Back to Clute, to Contreras. Contreras doing a nice job coming in, has really made an impact for Cal United, trying to keep the tempo and the momentum of the game. Not much to be sold there or bought that Contreras tried to offer up. Really tried to get the defenders to bite from the LA Force. And at this level, you're not going to get that foul. Gomez again coming up here on one of his long Sakurama goal kicks. The clock will stop at 90 minutes. No indication yet of how much extra time, and speak of that, 3 minutes of extra time. Wow, we tripled from the first half. 3 minutes minimum of extra time have been issued by our 4th official, Mr. Salvador Reyes, and we're very thankful that 3rd minute, because that's where the goals can come from. Late minute heroics, last minute great decisions can be made. Great defending there by our center back. Jonathan Bay doing a nice job. Trejo working hard up top, trying to force some mistakes. Coaching staff from the Force asking players to step high. It is a risky move, but it's definitely one that they need to take if they're going to put a team under. Outside likes. Pass to Kevin Garcia, number 33. Waldrop playing one in. Good read then again by the center back. Doing a nice job. Those 2 center backs really stepped up their game. Abraham Torres Nilo and Jonathan Valle doing a really good job tonight as center backs. Stepped up their game. They learned some lessons from the Oakland Roots center backs, and they've brought it tonight. That's foul issued to number 11. Vallone of Cal United. He's done a really great job tonight holding that center midfield position and really dominating the possession for Cal United, maintaining those high possession numbers. Really a purposeful player, really finds a player that puts players in dangerous positions and plays the ball for players in dangerous positions to really give them an opportunity for Cal United. Hats off tonight to number 11 of Cal United, Abraham Vallone. Hats off too to number 10 for LA Force, Christian Gordillo Moreno. Did a nice job leading by example of his high work rate. You really hope players can feed off of that and get those players defeated. Trejo, the young player, wearing the number 8, moved up to the number 9 spot tonight after Moreno went out. Doing a nice job holding the ground. Trejo is such a young player, an exciting player to watch. But we're looking for some late minute heroics here as we enter into extra time, the minimum of 3 minutes. We're probably on the top end of that, as Cal United have 9 shots and LA Force with just the whopping 4. Clute playing one in. Looking for the big boy, number 9. Not sure why Gomez would not want to pick that up and get us into play a little bit quicker for an extra time when your team really needs the win. Good read there by the center back for Cal United. And now here come the Force with numbers, and just not fast enough of urgency on the ball. And there we are at the end of 90, +3 in our full time and final time. LA Force, as they play host to the Cal United Strikers in their own backyard. Boy, what a matchup between these two teams. Not a lot of love lost, but definitely a good battle. Not some of the greatest soccer tonight, but some quality soccer that was definitely played by these two sides here at NISA. Great build-ups by both teams, some great adjustments by the coaching staff. Hopefully we'll get some stats up on the screen here for you all to see, but there's one of the early strikes that came off of Tony Lopez that I was speaking to you earlier. That was just a phenomenal strike. Great technique and great form. And then to the likes where I told you that he might not win in the weight room, but boy, look at there it is. There's the post and kicking it off there. Those are the golden opportunities right there coming from Danny Trejo. Fuerte, that captain for Cal United, really struggled tonight, but to the likes of his keeper and to the rest had really helped him out to play well and to finish with a 0-0 draw. So really both teams fortunate tonight to walk out of here with the zeros and get that point. However, goals are needed. Goals build the confidence, and you're really looking to find the confidence between the posts as you can put that ball in the back of the net and, hey, have someone pick it up. So great job tonight by both teams. Great job tonight by both coaching staffs, from Don Ebert as well as from Mr. Patrick Torino for the LA Force. Cal United, a great organization and a great job. Thank you, gentlemen, for an organization, for ladies and gentlemen, for hosting this NISA matchup as LA Force played host to the Cal United Strikers. Some key players that we want to continue to watch. If you're a fan of NISA and at NISA Nation, be sure to watch the likes of number 13 of Cal United, Michael Bryant. He came out midway through the second half. But also, just a really hats off and really, for me, Kool-Aid player of the game for Cal United, if we were to have one, would just be Abraham Villan. Very consistent player. Roland played very quality soccer tonight. Really showed his ability to hold in that spot. He'd be knocking the balls around. There's your stats. Really, Cal United upped their possession to 57% throughout the match. LA Force dropping a little bit, and it was obvious. They've tried to press. They tried to get some things at 43%, and that's what's happened. You lose the possession numbers when you try to take that more initiative. 5 corners on the night for LA Force. Really should be taking more advantage of those. And that's not a statistic that's so low that then you don't really increase your numbers. Those numbers of corners and shots on goal, you really try to match up because it really helps statistically. Man, when you're talking about opportunities on the goal in a dead ball situation on a corner, man, have a plan, have a purpose. Put the ball in the face, or better yet, put the ball in the back of the net. Test your keeper. So I'd like to see a little bit more of that in the danger zone for LA Force as we enter into some later matches. Yellow cards 4 for the LA Force. Which is not a shocker for us. We're usually pretty good at getting cards. But the fouls committed, there's a big one, 13-10. Those are always loss of possession. Now sometimes there's always a need, but also then again there always isn't a need. And we had some fouls tonight that were kind of costly for us. And then on the temps, there's that one on that one attempt, and then but the Cal United's to their 4, and then our total attempts on the goal were 4, and to Cal United 9. So if you look at it on target, that means how many shots did Cal United have that were on the face, and there was their 4, and then to our 1. So there you go. I mean, you're not going to be scoring if you only get 1 shot on the face. Unless, of course, you're Oakland Roots. So the last time we played them, they had 2 of those, and they finished them with quality. Boy, those were 2 great goals that came to Oakland Roots against LA Force just a week ago. So hopefully, you'll watch again with us here at NISA Soccer. We want to thank the NISA Soccer organization for bringing just the word independent soccer to the United States at this 3rd division professional soccer level. We want to thank for the TV crew,